One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To throw is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Daniels. A throw left side, hauled in by Lane.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Room here to run. Running free at the 45. Inside the 20.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 89 yards.
And the Giants have struck first in this NFC title game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A.T. Perry.
65 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. The Giants take over 1st and 10. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. And this will be a Giants 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Throwing, Dart, checks this one down, it's Mitchell. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing his Dart. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. COVID-19.
To throw now, Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Ready up.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw, Dart. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Looking to throw. Dart.
He gets this one to Johnson. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look, that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Mitchell looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1.
70 Lions. Go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check out.
They'll go with a keeper. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles, just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And just shutting him off there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time I think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake. Daniels. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
70. Go.
On 1st down, it's Krosky Merritt. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down and 6 now.
Pass to 60. Pass.
Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Daniels. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Dart.
Left side, it's caught by Mitchell. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Dart.
Going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. It's a throw once more. Here's Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After 60. After 60. Go.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Dart going to look to throw here.
And the catch made by Johnson.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
To the air, Dart. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And the Giants send out their punter now.
Jalen Lane deep for Washington.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
46-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, 51 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
70 range, 70 range.
Now Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw is Dart. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. Setting up the screen, Krosky-Merritt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Throwing, dart.
It's caught. It's Miller.
To number 80. A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
18 rattle. I got it.
Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go. Got it. Press on 80.
The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Mary.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger.
Throwing now is Daniels. That is into the hands of Krosky-Mary. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
19 Lions.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
60 Bison.
Now Daniels.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Second and 10.
It's Johnson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10. From the gun, Dart.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Here we go. 19, Panthers 60. Panthers 60. What you got? Hawk 70.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
To throw now, Dart.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Dart.
And it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Slot man moves right. To throw is Daniels. Out wide looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Come on. 60 Bison. Go.
Here's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Seibert's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go, Reed. Here we go. Check. Cougar 19. Go, check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Throwing his dart. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game. 4th quarter, these are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
They run over center with Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his dart.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
43-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Deontay Banks with it.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now they'll shift things around. From the gun to give to Mitchell. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Dart.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Washington. A big-time fourth-quarter return for a touchdown to tie this game. Now the PAT obviously would give them the lead.
And as we know, it's no longer a gimme since they changed the rules a couple of seasons ago.
Seibert on for the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Here's Dart. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Dart. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Cut 19!
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here now, 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd down. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Kansas makes the score. Commanders 34, Giants 23.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Dart going to look to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Celebration time in D.C., Washington, the NFC champs, as we say thank you for watching and good night. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.